Hey, what is going on YouTube? Aaron here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We have some update news for you guys. If you guys are not on the World of Warships Legends official Discord, I suggest you do so. There is a lot of good information on there. You can ask questions, and sometimes they drop teaser images like this one right here. Now, you can see this is the round 2 image. The round 1 image was the USS Anchorage, the most recent rental ship. And I think that's going to be the campaign ship in this next upcoming update cycle. I know a while back I said we're only going to get tier 8 campaigns from here on out, and I think I was right up until they ran out of tier 9s on PC to give us at tier 8. If you look at the tech trees and different variety of ships, there's not that many more, so I think they're probably going to go back to tier 7. That being said, I think the Anchorage is a very strong ship, and they could put it at tier 8 without any hesitation, but regardless of that, that was the round 1, and the round 2 image, which all of my Discord nerds got right away, is the HMS Tiger here. So let's go ahead and take a brief look at that, and then we'll go over the third image, which is pretty spicy, and I think it's going to let us know that there's going to be a new line dropped. But without further ado, let's look at the HMS Tiger here. Let's go to the bottom. The Tiger represents the Royal Navy's Tier 5 entry into the battle cruiser line. In reality, the HMS Tiger was the only battle cruiser of her class designed to improve upon the Queen Mary class and prove the value of the concept of the battle cruisers. In-game, Tiger may appear very similar to the Queen Mary, but she incorporates more of the features typical of the Royal Navy battle cruisers, faster turret traverse, and the addition of an engine boost consumable, as well as other improvements. Now, we know that the HMS Repulse is currently in the game as a premium ship, so imagine if you have that ship or watched videos on it, imagine ships similar to that. So a little bit weaker armor, but you get that, with potential speed builds and stuff you can get on flanks and different things like that. That being said, the British battleships are a fairly unique line. I didn't really pick them up until later in my warships career, but if played correctly, those ships can be pretty devastating. Sometimes the accuracy is to be desired, but anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at that. And the reason that we know that it's probably going to be the British battlecruiser line is on the X or Twitter or whatever, Legends official. We got this split image, and it looks like we've got a few different ships here. So, a huge shout out to Mr. Squirrel and a few other people in my Discord for breaking this down for us. So yeah, we've got the Queen Mary, the Tiger, the Renown, complement to the Repulse, the Roke. I'm sure all my pronunciation freaks in the chat are going to, in the comments, are just going to tear me apart. Please do it. It helps with the engagement. The Hawkeye. I'm actually purposely going to pronounce half of these ships wrong. The Hawk here, the Duncan, and the Saint Vincent. But let's go ahead and take a look at those and briefly go over a few. I'm not going to go over every single one. We just went over the Tiger here. We know that the Repulse is already in the game, so let's take a look at the Renown. It's basically, I'm pretty sure it's the sister ship to it. But yeah, 3x2 guns there with a 25-second reload time. So yeah, basically just the sister ship to the Repulse there. But it looks like it does also have access to torpedoes, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, if you can effectively angle that armor and get in close, this ship could be a very fun brawler. But we know it's. I hate when people just tell me that it's like, well, yeah, she's a flanking ship. You have to play her in the flank. It's like, that's fine, but what if I spawn at B? Or what if my flank collapses? You can't just. This can go for every ship. You can't just apply one situation to the game and think that you're going to get that situation every time. So these ships can absolutely be deadly in their own regard, but you have to get the right set of circumstances. Now, of course, part of the skill in this game is putting your ship in that set of circumstances to get the desired outcome. But we all know that that won't occur, of course, every game. Let's take a look at the Rook here, the Roke. British battlecruiser designed K2, K3, presented in 1920. What type of guns does she have? 380s, okay, 381s there, 3x3, so an Iowa, or not an Iowa type, but an ABX turret, layout there, I'm guessing. Let's see. Yes, 1, 2, 3. That actually kind of looks pretty cool. That's kind of that. It's got like that American, ABX style with the British superstructure there. But I'm assuming you will easily be able to farm that superstructure. But here it looks like where she suffers. 31-second reload. Now, of course, with Legends commanders, and I've actually also heard some rumors that there are some potential gnarly commanders on the way, but two things on that. Number one, super testers, be very careful dropping information to your friends because their friends go into my Discord and shout it at the top of their lungs. And then number two, sometimes, just like speaking of X and Twitter, I believe it was Elon or a company's CEO sent out fake emails or emails with very detailed, like there was a misspelled word for each employee at the company. And when that email was leaked to the press, they found out. And I've heard rumors that the Super Test program has done that as well. So be very careful with the information which you're sharing. And for example, if somebody, let's just say that these commanders are not real, whoever, figures that out, they will be able to determine which leak or which quadrant or which person dropped that information. But regardless, this is the Rook here. What are the range of the torpedoes? 8 knot torpedoes. So these are basically like the German battle cruisers, right? That would be a fun brawl fest. And man, that was a lot of fun on Friday. We actually did the Germany versus UK battle, and the British were victorious. But let's go ahead and back to here, and let's take a look at let's just do all of them here. The Hawk is probably going to be our tier 7, so this is probably where I'm going to get interested. Yeah, so 406 is here. What's the reload? 31 seconds. 8-kilometer torpedoes. How many are there? I didn't look at this. Bad CC. 4x1. Okay, so, just one? 4x1? What is in the middle of the ship? So somebody's going to have to comment. I do not know the British battle cruisers, but 4x1, usually it's 4x2, right? 4x1, so either side, I'm guessing? I don't know. Somebody's going to tell me on that, but regardless of that, you will have access to, it looks like you will have access to torpedoes, at least 8 of the 8-kilometer variety. Here will probably be the tier 8, and I'm guessing this is how Legends does it. This is how Wargaming does it. These ships are probably going to be in early access, so we will only be able to get access to the tier 7, and then of course the next update, the tier 8, and then they will probably be in early access in the random bundles. So of course you will have to pay to win as it goes in Legends. But 419, so we've got like a mini conch here. What is our HE chance? Ooh, 47%, at least on PC anyway. So that's going to be a conch. Does this one have torpedoes as well? Yes, it does. What are the torpedoes? 4x1, 8x2. Okay, so 8x2. That's going to be. Where are they? Are they in the back there? They're probably in the back. I don't see them. Yep, probably in the back there. But regardless of that, 8x2 on the what will probably be our tier 8 in the Duncan here. And let's go ahead and look at the St. Vincent anyway, just because I can be optimistic about its arrival into the game. That and the Thunderer probably never come into the game. I've heard that this ship is disgusting on PC, and the reason being is it's got 9 457mm guns, the speed of a British battle cruiser, torpedoes, as well as some disgusting HE. So 30-second reload, but what's its HE? So 7,000 alpha with a 63% fire chance. Can you? If I don't set a fire every single shot from this ship, which is probably never going to come to the game, then I'm just going to uninstall. But torpedo tubes reload. Wait a second. 45-second reload time on 10-kilometer torpedoes, which do 70 knots and 30,000 damage. How many? 8. No, that's 10x2. What are we doing? Yeah, okay. Let's not get our hopes up, guys, because this ship is not coming to Legends. I can almost guarantee it. This is why everyone was like raving about this ship. I know the armor is going to be absolutely just abysmal. So if you see this ship, if it ever does come to Legends, make sure to target it, unless, of course, I get it in a testing phase. But guys, that is the British battlecruiser line. I lied and went over all the ships. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think this is going to be an awesome update. As I've said previously, and I'm not going to delve too much into this video, we're only going to be able to get a few more updates like this with new lines into the game. There's not that many left. So we're probably playing the good old days of Legends, which honestly I think have already passed, and we don't know it. So I hope that I enjoy it, man. So we're just going to try and remain optimistic. You guys have seen the last couple streams. It's just, yeah, the longer you play the game, man, the more unbearable it can be sometimes. But that's just the life cycle of a game. 3.5 to 4 years is probably it. But this looks like fun. Hopefully I get all these ships before, not in early access, whatever. We'll see in the next update. I think next week is patch notes. But regardless, hope you guys have a great day. That's the video. Love you guys. Aaron out. Peace.